We've got a really exciting call planned out for all of you. My name is Tim Hurd, calling in actually today from Santa Margarita, California, Trabuco Canyon. And really excited about tonight's call. We've got a lot of great information today that we will be sharing. So I'm going to go and dive into this information. First, a couple housekeeping items real quickly to go over. Everybody knows that we've got the Ultimate Experience Kit around the corner. I think this is going to change the way that we do business when this thing gets launched. And it is going to be we're going to have a lot of these. So it's going to be something that we're going to be able to really build our business and focus around, obviously, the experience kits that are going to be coming out. Obviously, everybody knows for the month of July, if this is your somebody's third month on auto ship, they're going to get a $30 product credit. That's really exciting, obviously, for all of our auto ship customers. Riman dollars, everybody knows about Riman dollars by now. We're going to be talking a little bit about them today. Whenever you make your personal purchases, the 50% Riman dollar rebate you get is going to be uploaded within 48 hours. And obviously, anybody that's a manager or higher, get your 10 customers, you're going to get your extra 5%. That's going to be rewarded on the 6th of the following month. So make sure that obviously we get all of our qualifications in for that. 10 personal auto ship customers, we'll talk about that tonight. Right now, we're running a promotion between July 1st and September 30th that we only need 10 customers. So that is super awesome. Any active customers that we have that purchase this month will count for your active customer count for your 10 for your Riman dollar 5%. Okay, that's exciting. Obviously, personal purchases, everybody understands that. That's the 50% rebate there. No qualifications needed for that. Obviously, that hits within 48 hours. Expires 12 months from the time that it's been sent out. Obviously, the other way to earn it is obviously anything that you do on your personal customer sales and your first level sales. We'll talk about what that looks like today on this training. And then obviously your team leader open line group volume. You need 10 active customers, 10 auto ships or 10 active customers for this time being. And that's going to be uploaded on the 6th of August for all of us in the month of July. So let's go through this information here a little bit more. This is how to activate it. Go to my page and it'll tell you the available points, and it'll tell you when they expire, and it'll show you exactly how you can utilize those from your back, not from your RBO, but from your portal. So make sure you take advantage of that. We've got exclusive offers that we've got for the month of July that are only available right now. I do believe we have some of these still available. The Botolab special hair care gift set. This is only available for Riman dollars. Beautiful traveling kit. Traveling set, well, not a traveling set so much, but a beautiful duo box that it comes in that everybody loves. Make sure you take advantage of that. If you've got your Riman dollars, the brochures, we got some new brochures that are available right now, only available for Riman dollars. We've got other things like our pink Incel Derm tumbler. The only way that I drink water is through my Incel Derm tumbler. So take advantage of that. And obviously there's going to be some more ones coming out here in August. So make sure you get your Riman dollars so you can take advantage of those. Obviously, everybody knows August 1st, we've got the new collagen launching. The team leaders got a chance to be able to get theirs right now, get first orders on that before, obviously, the rush on August 1st. So make sure if you're a team leader that you get yours ordered now. If you're not a team leader, let's wrap up the qualifications and get that done. This is going to be a really exciting new collagen. Obviously, it's going to have a lot of immune support. I love the fact that it's going to have some really good antioxidants like selenium, glutathione, some of my favorite antioxidants. It's going to help with skin protection as well, which is going to be really exciting. And obviously the Byungpo water, leaf water is going to be in there. So that's going to be really awesome as well. Roadmap to success. Everybody knows we've got this. This is going to be happening September 14th, 15th. Mark your calendars now. This event is going to be absolutely amazing. Going to be happening in Irvine, California at the Hyatt Regency. Get your tickets now. We also have hotel blocks available. Actually, I think that there might be some more coming. I think we did sell out on that obviously pretty quickly, but make sure you get your tickets today. And there may or may not be some more hotel rooms available. I know that they were working on getting some more, but I know that those are going fast. So make sure you're there for that. Riman Retreat, everybody knows, hit director. Qualify to go to the Riman Village. That's going to be exciting. The starter sets that are available right now in the month of July, making sure that we take advantage of these. We've got the X-Line starter set, obviously the starter kit plus and the starter kit premium. These are only available in the month of July. And I can tell you, while supplies last, okay, because we are getting close to obviously fulfilling all those with the amount of volume that we are doing here in the month of July. So don't wait till the last minute. Obviously, Canadians, I know we've got our Canadians on the call tonight. Make sure you take advantage of yours as well. Obviously, are in Canada. And we know Wednesday, July 31st is going to be the pay period deadline. and getting your 3X promotion in right now. If you sponsor 3 new planners and you help them produce 1,000 in bonus points, you are going to be rewarded a $300 bonus. If you help 3 people get started and help them reach in the month of July and help them hit the month manager rank in the month of July, you're going to unlock a $1,000 bonus. And obviously, if you get 3 people started in the month of July and help them rank advance to the position of senior manager, $2,500. So I know everybody's working around the clock to make sure they get obviously their qualifications met for that. This is going to be an exciting close of the month. Make sure you go to your the drive and find out about the terms of the promotion. The drive is basically when you go to Riman.com, scroll to the bottom under business, hit drive. It'll say password. Just write any password you want in there, and you'll be able to access all the information there inside the drive for the terms of the promotion. Okay. I like to talk about Riman. Is very similar to, in my opinion, it is very much like a Hot Wheels racetrack. I know some of you can appreciate that. If you've got little boys that used to play with Hot Wheels or maybe still do, when a car goes around, it'll start slowing down. And then when it hits what I call, this little part, to me is like the focus group, right? The focus group is what launches everybody. Every Monday, everybody gets excited about the focus group if they're qualified. Everybody that's not qualified is working around the clock to get focus group qualified. We'll talk about what that looks like, obviously, right now. The next July call, the last call of July, is going to be 7/29 at 4 p.m. Pacific. And you're going to be able to get the opportunity to get mentored by Larry and Taylor Thompson. Had a great call today with Taylor. And I just love getting mentoring and coaching from Larry and Taylor, just icons in the industry, have helped more people become wealthy in this industry than I believe anybody to date. So they are the icons, the industry leaders. And go to glowupgig.com/focus, and you can hear a little bit about the focus group and what it's about. And then once you hit manager, go to the step 3, go up glowupgig.com/qualify and enter in your information there. And then bam, you will have, you'll get an email that we do that every month. So if you got qualified this month, you'll be starting to get your email towards for the beginning of August. So once a month, we obviously update the emails there for that. So make sure you get that information. I always tell people that this industry is very similar to the telephone game, right? Somebody tells somebody a secret, and by the time it gets 4 or 5 levels removed, it's not the same. But the focus group gives everybody 100% of the correct information. And that's the reason why in our business, if you make everything distribute yourself, you focus on the focus group, your organization will grow like wildfire through a dry brush field, getting your brand new people qualified so they can have massive success by getting qualified for the focus group. So what I always share with everybody is the fast track to team leader, 10-3 fast track to team leader, get 10 planners focus, get 10 planners focus group qualified by being managers. And if you get 10 of them qualified and help 3 of them become obviously a senior manager, then bam, you know what? You're a team leader. Congratulations. Fastest way to do it. Obviously, there's volume requirements to team leader as well, but the structure is always the challenge, not the volume. So get the structure done by helping everybody get qualified for the focus group. So that's obviously a no-brainer. We talk about daily Zooms. We've got the daily Zooms that we do dang near every day, man. We're so committed to helping everybody win. Great way for new planners to get excited and feel unstoppable. To me, I look at like the the star in Mario Brothers, right? When you get that star and bam, you know what? You're unstoppable, right? For any of you that ever played that game, but it really is what helps obviously get new planners unstoppable and helps obviously get your guests getting your guests obviously to see the big picture with Riman. We're going to have one this Saturday. Obviously, it's our matinee right at 1 p.m. Pacific. Susan Manuelo and Laura Slipper, they're going to be knocking it out of the park with myself. We're going to be sharing with everybody the Riman opportunity. Perfect chance to introduce your friends and family to the Riman opportunity. And obviously, everybody knows once you hit team leader, you are qualified for obviously the team leader above trainings that we do on Monday morning with Mr. Danny Bay. So that's obviously exciting. Focus groups happening this Monday. Make sure, obviously, you plan accordingly. Once you get qualified, you want to make sure you attend every one of these because it really will help your business explode. So just want to go over a couple announcements. Now we're going to jump into the training here tonight. So let's talk a little bit about the power of a penny. This is how, when I look at compensation plans, this is something that was taught to me in the very beginning of my career that I really have always tried to stay focused on. And when you're talking about the Riman compensation plan and you're talking about building success in the direct sales business, I always think of a penny, right? Because if you double a penny every day for 30 days, great things happen, right? But it doesn't happen overnight. If you look at the first 5 days, if you stay consistent, you double a penny every day, every day, every day, at the end of 5 days, you're looking at about 16 cents. Nobody's excited about 16 cents. I mean, probably somebody is, but I don't think any of us are, right? But if you stay consistent, you keep doubling that penny, by the end of day 10, it's worth about $5.12. And guess what? If you keep on doubling that penny, by the day 15, you're at $163. And some people get excited about that, and then that's it. They just cash in there. But I'm telling you, if you stay focused and you understand compound interest and you understand doubling a penny every day for 30 days, great things start to happen. By day 20, you're up to $5,200, obviously because of that penny that you kept on doubling every single day. And if you stay consistent and you stay productive, obviously by day 25, you're at 167,000 plus in income. But if you keep doubling that penny every day for a full 30 days, what happens is you're looking at over $5 million. And I look at this industry of direct sales and network marketing as doubling a penny, because if you stay focused and you stay true to what your job is to do, is to basically change your face, show people before and after pictures, get customers, and to help people change your face, and then you're going to change your finances by just showing your before and afters. Change your face, change your finance over and over again. By the day, obviously your success is going to be taken care of. So it's all about sharing a little bit every day. Let's talk about some of the common compensation plans in the industry, and I'll talk to you a little bit about these. And I know some of you probably, this is more information that you care to know, but there's a stair-step compensation plan that is something that we have at Riman. There's a unilevel compensation plan. We have that also. We have a stair-step at Riman. We also have a unilevel compensation plan at Riman. Then there's a coded and a breakaway plan. A breakaway plan, basically what that means is when someone hits a certain rank, they no longer in your organization and they break away and they go to your upline. And a coded plan is when you bring somebody in, you're coded to a certain, whatever rank you're at, you're always coded to that business. So the coded and breakaway compensation plans, what really the behavior drives is waiting before you introduce your top prospects to, your opportunity. So obviously coded plans and breakaway plans, I've always tried to stay away from. Binaries and matrix, another one, where basically you're only allowed to build the business so much, and then after that you have to stack under other people, and it kind of creates a little bit of a welfare mentality. The stair step and the unilevel, obviously, to me, are my favorite type of compensation plans, and we'll talk a little bit more about why through this compensation plan training. So let's talk a little bit about the Riman compensation plan, and we're going to go through planner to team leader today and share with you really the power of the program. So obviously, it's a super simple situation. You do the work, you get the promotion. I love that about it. And we're going to talk tonight about what that looks like. So first, let's start off with planner compensation. How does planner position work? We all know, right? Brand new person gets started. It's $20 to be a planner. And what happens as a planner, you're going to get 10% commissions on the bonus points, right? What is bonus points? It's about 90% of the US dollar. So if something costs $100, it would be about 90 bonus points on that. Okay. So basically, any personal sales that you make, you're going to get 10% as a planner on the bonus points. So we're going to talk about bonus points throughout this presentation tonight. So just remember, bonus points, 90% on the dollar, US dollar, and it translates obviously into countries. 10% rebate on personal purchases. Talk a little bit about that in a second. And your level 1 recruits, when you recruit somebody to the program and you help them get started with the Riman opportunity, they're going to earn 10% on everything that they personally sell. You're going to get paid obviously a 5% override on any purchase that they make or anything that they sell as a planner. So keep that in mind. Remember that rebates, 50% of all the rebates that we get back in Riman, 50% is going to be obviously Riman dollars. So you're going to be able to use that within 48 hours on your rebates to be able to get more products. Everybody loves that. Obviously, there's going to be 50% cash back on personal purchases. Those rebate, the rebate payment schedule, obviously your Riman dollars within 48 hours. Your cashback rebate is going to come on the 15th of the following month. So make sure we understand that when we talk about rebates. Understand how that works. Let's talk a little bit more about the program and give you some examples here to take a look at, right? Here's a plan example. You're getting 10% commissions on the bonus points, obviously on your personal sales. So if you were to acquire 10 customers, right? 10 customers, it's something that everybody focuses on every month at Riman. And as a planner, you want to get used to it, right? You want to get used to acquiring 10 customers. But if you acquire 10 customers at 300 bonus points, right? If that's the average, that would be 3,000 in bonus points. And guess what? Bam, you're going to be at 10%, which would be obviously $300 of income. Very simple. And obviously you want to get 3,000 customers because that's obviously going to get you qualified for manager. And we'll talk about what that looks like in a second. Next example is obviously a 5% override on your level 1 planners. Let me give you a hypothetical example what that looks like. Level 1 planners, if somebody acquires 10 customers at 300 BP, you're looking at 3,000 bonus points. Obviously, you're going to get a 5% override on that. That would look like what? $150. Really simple to understand, very basic. And obviously, everybody gets that, okay? Obviously, once you've done a great job, you're going to want to become a manager. And I'm going to break down what that looks like here right now. Manager qualifications, how do you go from planner to manager? Very simple, right? It's going to basically, all the volume that you personally accrue and anybody on your level 1, they accrue, Once that equates to 3,000 bonus points from basically your purchases and obviously any products that you personally sold on yourself and your level one planners within a 3-month period, bam, guess what? You become a manager, right? No more than 50% can come from one person. So basically, if you sponsor one person and that you can count to 1,500 bonus points from one individual person. Obviously, 3 active customers are required to receive payment, obviously, for the month. Keep in mind, if you don't acquire 3 customers for that given month, what happens? That income will accrue and carry forward to the following month. It's not breakage. The company doesn't get that money. So that's a lot. That's a very interesting, and obviously you never fall out of qualifications, right? 11:59 Pacific is the daily deadline for manager promotions, okay? So today, let me give you an example. Let's say you get your 3,000 points in today. You will be paid as a manager starting the next day. So get to manager ASAP. So if I hit manager tonight before 11:59 to Pacific, tomorrow, guess what happens? I start getting paid as a manager from all that volume moving forward, okay? And once again, you never fall out of qualifications. It's a milestone rank. I love that about Riman. So let's get to manager ASAP so you can maximize your earning potential. Okay, let's give you some examples. Here's the Riman dollars and how it works. I want to talk about this first. It's basically going to be like this. Any volume that you personally do yourself and any one of your level one planners after you become a manager, right? All that volume, what happens is that volume is gonna count a percentage of that if you qualify for your Riman dollar, your extra percentage. So let me talk a little bit about what that looks like. It's 10 personal auto ship customers for the month. Between July, August, and September, it just is 10 active customers. So 10 customers. They don't have to be new. They can be customers from last month that order again this month, right? It's just 10 customers that active, meaning that they buy in the month of July for July, and August it'll be the same thing. Once you have 10 customers that purchase in the month of July, those would be considered active customers. And you unlock basically 5%. So now you're going to get 5% Riman dollars from all your personal sales and personal volume and your level one planners volume. So perfect example, this would be what? Let's say you and your level one planners accumulate 30 customers, right? You help everybody accumulate 30 customers at 300 bonus points. That would be 9,000 bonus points. If you unlock that 5%, you get $450 Riman dollars, which is basically product credit that would come to your account. Now, remember, we talked a little bit about it earlier, but those will hit your account on the 6th. So on the 6th of August, those Riman dollars will hit your account. And we are all excited about getting 10 customers this month. We are seeing everybody right now getting 10 customers. It's just great behavior that we're seeing as a result of this. People that normally were getting 3 or 4 customers are stretching and getting 10 customers. So they're obviously winning because of that. So congratulations for everybody that's got their 10 customers. Everybody that's working on it, we still got till Wednesday before pay period deadline. All right, let's talk a little bit about the income. Here's the rewards that are available. Once again, 20% commissions on any BP of your personal sales. 20% rebate on personal purchases. And obviously, we talked about the 5% Riman dollars that are available. Okay. So let's talk about what this looks like. You're going to get 10% on your level one planners as well. So anybody that you have that you sponsor into Riman, personally enroll them and sponsor them into Riman, you're going to earn 10% on all their personal bonus points. So any personal purchases and sales they make, guess what happens? Bam, you're going to earn 10%. And I'll break down what that looks like in a second. And then obviously, if you sponsor somebody that becomes a manager, you're going to earn 5% on all their personal purchases and obviously all their sales as a manager. So let's look at what this looks like. Let's do an income example for everybody. I like income examples. Let's say that obviously you get 20. We obviously know we get 20% commissions on BP of personal sales. That makes sense. Okay. Everybody's excited about that. Now, here's what everybody knows. Everybody as a manager wants to do what? How many customers does everybody want to get? At least 10 customers, right? So let's talk. We're going to talk often about 10 customers. So let's say that you acquired 10 customers, right? And say that at 300 BP, right? Let's say that's the average. That would be 3,000 bonus points. You would earn 20% of that, or what? $600. So obviously, never been a better time to become a manager. Once you become a manager, get those 10 customers and bam, that's what's going to happen for you. Never been a better time to be a manager. I love this. Now let's talk a little bit about what another example. Let's talk about what those overrides could look like. Okay. Because you're going to get 10% on your level one planners, right? So any personal purchases they make or any sales that they make. So let me give an example. Let's say you have 2 level one planners. Okay. Very easy to understand. 2 level one planners. Let's say they acquire 10 customers. Okay. They acquire 10 customers at 300 bonus points is the average, let's say. That would be 6,000 bonus points. You're going to be at 10% of that, right? Which would translate into what? $600. So it's always a great idea to get customers and teach people how to get customers. Use the product, demo the product. It's very simple to acquire customers when you have the greatest skincare products, in my opinion, that have ever been formulated on the planet Earth. But obviously, I'm pretty excited about it. Okay. Let's talk about senior manager income now. So we talked about manager, we talked about planner. Now senior manager income. For you guys that are taking notes, I think you're going to enjoy this. Senior manager. How do you go from manager to senior manager? Okay. Let's talk about it. What that looks like. Okay. Qualifications between you and your level one. So anything that you personally do and your level one recruits do. Okay. Very simple to understand. Once you accumulate 6,000 bonus points, remember 90% on the dollar. Okay. So 6,000 bonus points from any personal purchases you make, any products you personally sold between you and your level one planners within a 3-month rolling period. What happens? You become a senior manager. Okay. So no more than 50% can come from one personally enrolled person. So if you enroll somebody, you can count up to 3,000 points from one given person. Obviously, once again, 3 active customers to receive monthly pay. If for any reason somebody doesn't get their 3 active customers for the month, what happens to that commission? It carries forward to the next month. It's not break. It's like every company I've ever seen out there. The money's going to sit there in a pot ready for you to just get 3 customers the following month, and you will receive that payment. Once again, it's senior manager. It's a milestone rank. So once you hit that position, you're there. Okay. So 11:59. Once again, it says 11:59 a.m. Oh my God, I'm so sorry I made that mistake. It's 11:59 p.m. Pacific is the deadline for senior manager promotions. Get to senior manager ASAP to maximize your earning potential. So that's obviously right before midnight there to become to get qualified for senior manager. That's the qualifications. Let's talk a little bit about the Riman dollars. Once again, very easy to understand. 10 active autoships, just like manager qualifications, identical. 10 active autoship customers in the month of July, August, September. It's only 10 active customers. You're going to get 5% Riman dollars from your level one planners and managers volume. Very simple. Anybody that's a manager or a planner that you personally enroll, whatever their volume is and whatever your volume is, it's going to be calculated at 5%. So let's say that you and your level one planners and managers acquire 60 customers. So you and your level one planners for that month acquire 60 customers. The average bonus points is 300. That would be 18,000 in bonus points. You'd be at 5%, which would be $900 worth of free product credit. So you want to make sure every month you get your 10 customers. Obviously, it's a no-brainer, okay? And it's kind of anything. We want to do that anyways. I mean, it's just we want people to try our products and fall in love with our products because we literally have the best products on the planet. So make sure, obviously, you take advantage of that. Get your 10 customers. Let's talk about the rewards at senior manager. 30% on your BP of your personal sale. So anything that you personally sell, you're going to get 30%. You're going to get a 30% rebate on your personal purchases and 5% Riman dollars. Okay, so very, very simple and easy to understand. That's on your personal efforts. Your level ones, if you sponsor as a senior manager, you sponsor a planner. You help somebody get started planner. Whatever they sell, right, they're going to get their 10%. But you as an upline senior manager, you're going to get the difference of that 30%, which would be what? 20%. So you're going to earn 20% on your level one planners, on anything that they purchase or anything that they sell on your level ones, right? On your level one managers, they're going to earn 20% of what they sell. You as the sponsor and the upline senior manager, you're going to earn 10% on whatever your level one managers purchase or sell. So that's really awesome. You're also going to earn 5% on any senior managers that are level ones for you as well. You know, whatever they sell or whatever they buy, you're going to get a 5% override. And now at senior manager, you unlock, guess what? A 5% override on your open line planner volume for anybody that's a manager or beyond for a level one. So what does that mean? Open line volume is a term that you're going to become very familiar with at Riman. What open line means is anybody in the organization between you and the same person of that rank. So it could be, you could be a senior manager and 10 levels below you could be another senior manager. All those 9 levels above that senior manager would be considered what? Open line volume. So open line for every position is always the same. It's going to be basically all the way down to the organization between you and somebody of the same rank. In this example, we're talking about what? Senior manager. So very simple to understand, very exciting. We'll talk about what that looks like. Let's give some examples. Let's talk about the 30% on our personal sales. If you acquire 10 customers, everybody wants to do that, obviously, at Riman. If you acquire your 10 customers, 300 bonus points averaging, that'd be 3,000. At 30%, you would make $900 by getting your 10 customers. So obviously, we want to get our 10 customers to unlock our Riman, obviously, dollars, but we also want to get 10 customers because it pays well, too. So make sure, obviously, you always do that. That's on your personal purchases. Talk about another example on your level one planners. Okay, I'm going to give you an example as a senior manager. Let's say you have 5 level one planners. If they acquire 10 customers, that are 300 BP each, that would be 15,000 bonus points. You're at 20%, obviously, on your level one planners. That would translate into $3,000 for you as the sponsor, senior manager, for sponsoring your level one recruits and helping them get started. So it's always a great idea to share the Riman opportunity with your family and friends and help people that you really care about. You know, I like to let everybody participate in this because you know what? You never know where someone's heart is. And people right now have got their hands up and they're looking for an opportunity to be able to make a substantial amount of income. So let's give you some more examples. Let's talk about that 5% override beyond your level one, right? We talked about level one. Let's talk about that percentage of what that looks like. So you get a 5% on all open line planners and managers beyond your level one. So open line volume basically is open line is volume between you and the same person. And we talked about that of the same rank. So let's say in this example, guess what? Let's say you had 15 level one and beyond planners and managers, right, that acquired 10 customers at 300 bonus points. Okay, let's imagine that, right? Basically, that would be what, 45,000 in volume. And what would happen, right? Basically, what would happen, you would be at 5% override on that. So you'd make an extra $2,250 for helping them obviously become successful and acquire customers. So we want to make sure everybody on our team gets good at getting customers. And how do we do that? By leading by example and showing people that it can be done by being a leader and making it happen ourselves. So that's an example for beyond that. Now the fun part, right? This is where the big money's at. Obviously, this is the part that everybody's waiting for. Team leader compensation plan. This is exciting. I love talking about this because it really can open up some amazing opportunities financially for people that are willing to put the time, effort, and energy to build themselves to team leaders. So let's talk about what that looks like. First, let's look at the qualifications. What does it look like? Very simple. 3 legs of senior manager. So basically 3 individual lines with a senior manager in it. Okay. Everybody's got that. You acquire, you want to get 50,000 in bonus points within a 5-month period in your entire organization. And you can count up to 25,000 per one line. Okay. So you need 50,000 bonus points. You can count 25,000 per one line. Obviously, we talked about 3 legs of senior managers. And then on top of that, we need 7 more managers and hire for a total of 10, right? 3 plus 7 is 10. 10 total managers, okay, or senior managers, no more than 5 per leg. So one leg can have up to 5 of your 10 in there, okay? And obviously 10,000 is your open line BP monthly maintenance, right? At this rank, we want to have maintenance because of obviously the check match. We're going to talk about what that looks like. 5 active customers at this rank to unlock obviously your monthly customers will receive pay. And obviously 11:59 is the last day of the month. This is very important, okay? For everybody, it's important to know this. 11:59 p.m. Pacific, the last day of the month is the deadline for promotions. So basically, it's once a month. So once a month, basically on the first of the month, on August 1st, there'll be a lot of people that have hit team leader this month that, bam, now they're going to start getting paid at team leader. So unlike manager and senior manager that's daily, team leader's what? It's monthly. Okay, so super important to understand that. Obviously, that's important information. Let's talk about the Riman dollars, how that works here. Once again, 10 active, 10 customers, right? 10 personal auto ship customers for the month, July, August, and September. We don't need auto ship customers, just active customers, anybody that buys the product. You're going to get a 5% Riman dollars for all of your open line volume. Okay, you're going to get 5% Riman dollars on all your open line volume. So let me give you an example. Let's say I had 20 open line planners and managers and senior managers acquire 10 customers. Okay, let's say the average BP is 300. That would be 60,000 bonus points. You would have a 5% Riman dollars, okay? That would be basically $3,000 worth of free product credit for being a team leader. So once again, this is huge. I can tell you personally, myself and my partner Chris and I have spent over $100,000 in products, sending out to products to people. So trust me when I tell you, nobody's more excited about Riman dollars than I am because I spent a substantial amount of income buying products and obviously getting them in the hands of different leaders throughout my career at Riman. So it's this product credit is going to help everybody explode their business. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about the rewards there. 40% on your BP of your personal sales. What is that? Any personal sales that you make, you're going to guess what? Get 40%, 40% rebate on your personal purchase and 5% Riman dollars. We talked about the Riman dollars already. So obviously on your level 1 recruits, if I have a level 1 planner, okay, I'm going to get 30% on what they do. Okay. So 30% of what they sell or buy, okay, very simple. And my level 1 managers, right, they're going to get 20%. I'm going to get the difference of that, of what they get between the 40%. So I'm going to earn 20% on them as a team leader and I sponsor manager. And on a senior manager, you know, they're at 30%. So I'm, guess what? Going to get a 10%, basically an override on my senior manager's personal volume. And then basically what happens is you're going to get an override on all open line planners, managers, and senior managers on their bonus points, anywhere between 5 to 30%. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So all of you guys that are ready to take a look at this, we're going to dive into it right now. Okay. So here's what it looks like. Let's say I have a level 1 planner. I'm going to make 30%. They're earning 10%. A level 1 planner makes what? 10%. I'm going to earn what? 30% on what they all their personal purchases and anything that they sell. Okay. So it gives you an incentive to do what as a team leader? Sponsor brand new planners, right? As a team leader, best position to sponsor brand new planners. Obviously, once they sponsor a planner level 2, you're going to earn 25% on level 2. Why? Because that level 2 planner is going to earn what? 10%. Okay. The level 1 planner that sponsored them is going to earn 5%, and you're going to earn the difference of that 40%, which would be what? 25%. Level 3 is going to look like exactly like level 2, level 4, level 5, level 6. It's going to all look the same. You're going to earn 25% all the way down for any new planners that you have in your organization. So as a team leader, you really want to help your brand new planners learn how to get customers, because it is very, very, very lucrative, obviously. Okay. Let's talk about what managers look like as a team leader. If I sponsor a manager, right, as a team leader, I sponsor somebody. Once they become a manager, they're going to earn 20% on all their personal purchases, on the personal sales. The manager will, I'm going to earn 20% override, right? So I'm going to earn 20% on that level 1 manager. Okay. When they sponsor a planner, that planner earns 10%. Remember? So that level 2 planner, guess how much they earn? 10%. That level 1 manager, how much do they earn? Right? They're going to get a 20% difference, right? So they're going to earn 20%. Okay. So that level 2 planner, they make 10%. The level 1 planner is going to get the difference of the 20%, which is 10%. And you as a team leader is going to earn what? You're going to earn 20%. Okay. Then whenever that planner sponsors a planner, really simple, right? The planner earns 10% on level 3. How much does level 2 planner get? They earn 5%, right? Because they sponsored them. And you're going to earn what? 25% on your level 3 and beyond planners under managers. Okay. Very, very lucrative to become a team leader. And then obviously team leader, once again, let's talk about what happens when a team leader sponsors a senior manager. Level 1, all right, you're going to earn 30% on that senior manager's purchases. When they sponsor a planner, you're also going to earn 10% on what they do. And then whenever they sponsor a planner, you're going to earn 20%. Okay. So on level 3, level 4, level 5, that team leader is going to earn what? 20%. So the rewards a team leader are really lucrative, obviously, for all your open line volume. And people ask me, they say, Tim, as a team leader, what advice do you give people? And I always tell people, look at your senior manager open line and always be leading by example. If your senior manager open line volume group is high, you're going to always be in really good shape, obviously, as a team leader. So here's an example, right? A hypothetical example, right? On open line team leader. Let's say that you have 100 open line planners, acquire 10 customers each at 300 BP. That would be 300,000 bonus points in your organization. Let's say that you're averaging on hypothetically, let's say 15% average, you'd get $45,000 for that effort. So $45,000 for helping 100 people that are planners and higher get 10 customers. Very lucrative to help people become successful as obviously a team leader. So that's kind of a no-brainer there. Let's talk a little bit about what the leadership check match looks like. Team leaders are going to get basically 3 generations of check match. So that's once you're a team leader and you create a team leader, your first generation of team leaders, how much you're going to earn? 15% of their check. Okay. Level 2, you're going to earn 10% of their check. And then level 3, you're going to earn 10% of their team leader, obviously, income there. So let's talk a little bit about what that looks like. Okay. This to me is the highlight of the program. This to me is really what I'm building for, because this is the substantial income. This is the front end that I talked about. That was the stair step portion of the program. What did you notice about that, right? You know, it compresses up. So as a team leader, you're also getting senior manager income, you're getting manager income. So it really rewards you for getting brand new people started and helping them launch their business, right? That's one of the keys in obviously a stair step compensation plan. But on the back end, we have this unilevel payout. Let's talk a little bit about what that looks like. We're just going to talk about team leader today. So we'll talk about 3 generations. Let's say generation 1, you have 5 team leaders, right? And they say they're averaging $10,000 a month in income. You're getting 15% on that. So you would earn about $7,500 on your first generation team leaders. Now, say they do the same thing. Now you've got 25 second generation team leaders. So say they're averaging $10,000 a month in income a piece. You're at 10% of that, or what? $25,000 is what you would earn, obviously, on your generation 2s. And then obviously your generation 3s, Yeah, if you teach them 5, 25, 125, everybody's developing 5 team leaders. Might take you 3 years, might take you 5 years. So it's up to you, right? You can run this thing as fast as you want, right? But let's say that you have 125 team leaders on your 3rd generation, and they're averaging 10,000 in income. At 10% would be what you would earn off of that income, which would be 125,000. So if you added up generation 1, generation 2, generation 3, that would be 157,500. That to me is what I'm here for. I'm here for the check match. And at the check match, I can tell you, when you first hit team leader, it's going to be very, very small, but it's going to grow exponentially. So let me give you a little drawing of what the income and time looks like. So as a team leader, your income's going up, and then maybe you create a team leader, right? And if you're focusing on senior manager open line volume, and you're helping brand new people get started, and you're building and not in management mode, you stay in phase 1, your income might take a little bit of a dip, might stay the same or whatever. But what happens is then you create another team leader, and your income's going to be like this on your team leader team commissions, right? Because as you create more team leaders, what happens is now they're going to earn those bigger commissions, and now it's going to go to your back end residual, which is obviously your what? Right? Your team leader check match. So what happens is your team leader check match is going to start to take off. That's to me why I'm here. I'm here for the team leader check match. I told my partner, Chris Kim, when we first got started, I said, I do not care about any other portion of our paycheck besides our check match, because that's going to be our tickle our toes in the sand, Tahiti money, right? That's our, drinking little drinks with little umbrellas in it. That's your check match. So you want to get your check match highest possible. And how you do that is obviously going team leader and then creating other team leaders and helping them maximize their income potential. So just wanted to make sure I went over that income. Obviously, the pay period deadline, let's talk a little bit about that and the starter sets for the month of July, and we'll wrap this thing up here right now. We all know that anything that happens in the month of July, all rebates on personal purchases, commissions on all customer volume, any brand, everything happens on Wednesday, right? This month, July 31st, whatever happens, boom, we're going to get paid on August 15th. So everybody at the end of the month, the last 40 hours of the month, man, we go through where there's so much volume that comes in. So what you want to realize is don't wait till the last day of the month to become a manager. Don't wait till the last day of the month to do what? Become a senior manager. Why? Because if you wait till the last day, all that volume that comes in on that last day, you're not going to get promoted until after that midnight, right? So what I always encourage people to do is make sure that you hit manager or senior manager now. Don't wait, because there's going to be a big rush of business coming at the end of the month, and you want to make sure that obviously you're in position to win from that, okay? So let's talk a little bit about getting started the right way. A lot of people understand, look, people are going to do what you do, not what you say, right? So if I get started at 300 bonus points at my personal kit, I get the little X-Line starter kit. What are people going to do, right? They're going to follow my lead. So a lot of times when people think about it, they go, wait a second, I need to upgrade, right? Because if I get started with a 300 bonus points and if I get 19 people started with 300 bonus points, that's going to be what? 6,000. That's going to get me to senior manager. Okay. That's one way to do it right now. If I get started with 1,000, so a lot of people that get started at 300, once they figure this out, they go, wait a second, I need to upgrade. And they'll end up buying 1,000 bonus point kit or a 1,500 bonus point kit, because they know that people do what they do, not what they say. So if you get started with 1,000 bonus points, you recruit 5 people that get started with 1,000 bonus points. Now that's 6,000. So my question to you is, what do you think is easier to do? To sponsor 23 people or 5? Obviously 5 is a lot easier than 23, right? So people will do what you do, not what you say, right? So make sure you lead by example. Now, obviously the biggest set available, right, is the $1,500 set. Okay, 1,500 bonus point set. If you recruited 3 people to do the same thing, 3 times, obviously you 4, that would be 6,000. So always remember, get started with the kid that you feel comfortable with, but remember, whatever you do duplicates. So when people get started, always encourage them when they really start to understand the compensation plan to say, hey, look, you know what? Maybe I should upgrade, because once people upgrade, it's going to help them make a substantial amount of income. Because why? Because people will do the same thing, right? So we've got these special starter sets that are happening, obviously in the month of July, with the travel sets in them while supplies last. So make sure you don't wait till the last day. If you're going to upgrade, do it today. For sure, because you want to make sure you get those travel sets. Obviously, that's kind of a no-brainer. Hit manager, senior manager now. Obviously, don't wait till the last day or the last 2 days of the month to hit manager, senior manager. Get yourself there now, okay? It's a no-brainer, obviously, right? Pay period deadline, what do we want to do before pay period deadline? We want to submit all new planner applications, right? All starter set upgrades want to happen before pay period deadline. All new customers, right, want to get them all submitted. Managers and higher, they definitely want to get their 10 customers, so they activate the Riman dollars. Obviously, their 5% Riman dollar bonus. Obviously, we want to get our 3X qualifications met for the month, right, that are running for people that are running for that. And obviously, team leader and higher qualifications. Why? Because Those are once a month. So once again, Wednesday, 11:59, the pay period deadline. We're going to do it. We're going to close out this month bigger than ever before. I can promise you that. Obviously, the focus group's like a time extension, and this game I used to play called Outrun. You get that. You get to keep going. So you want to make sure you get everybody in your team qualified for the focus group. We got a focus group coming up Monday. Help everybody become manager. Help them log into that, obviously, by becoming a manager so they can take advantage of that. It's a no-brainer. And then obviously I'm going to wrap this thing up here by talking about belief, right? It all starts with belief. You've got to say to yourself, hey, look, you know what? I believe that I can make it happen. I believe that I'm going to be a success, right? I believe that I'm going to make my goals and dreams become a reality. We talked about doubling that penny every day for 30 days, didn't we? Right? What happens when you double that penny every day for 30 days? Great things start to happen, right? Mainly there after day 25. So we want to keep on staying focused and keep on sharing a good idea, sharing the rebound opportunity, allowing people to participate. And all of a sudden, this thing's going to take off like a rocket ship. So you want to have belief in yourself. Believe that you can do it. Believe that you can make it happen. Believe that you're going to win. Believe that you're going to become a success. You've got to raise your belief system to a point that no matter what happens to you, nothing can knock you out of the box of this opportunity. You have to realize that, look, I can do it. I can win. I can become a success. Now, belief is going to trigger enthusiasm, man. You start getting excited. You start to get enthusiastic. You start to get fired up, right? The last four letters of enthusiasm is what? IASM, right? To me, is an acronym that stands for I am sold myself. That enthusiasm is going to come across. People are going to see you and they're going to notice an eye gaze. They're going to say, man, you know what? You're up to something and I want to be a part of it. People are going to be infected by your enthusiasm, but that enthusiasm first has to come from belief. So you got to believe that you can win. You got to believe that you can become a success, and that belief will trigger enthusiasm. That enthusiasm is going to trigger action. Right now, you're taking action because you just can't sit there fired up. Start taking action, and guess what? Bam, you get more results, and then guess what happens? Your belief gets strengthened. But if you want to know where it all starts, it doesn't start by taking more action. It starts by having more belief. Raise your belief system. Raise your belief system and say, look, you know what? I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to win, right? I'm going to be a success. I'm going to make my goals and dreams become reality. This is my time to do something great. This is my time to do something special. And I'm not going to let this moment in time slip through my fingers. I'm going to make sure that I step up. I'm going all out, man. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to win big. But it starts off with that belief. You've got to believe no matter what, that nothing can stop you. Nothing can get in your way, over, under, through, that you're going to win. And that belief is going to trigger you to get excited, to have that passion, that enthusiasm. It's going to trigger you to take action to get the results that obviously each and every one of us are looking for. So talk about call to action. Obviously, we want to have 5 guests on the Zoom tomorrow. Right now, we're going to be having a Zoom at 1 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. Susan Manuelo, myself, and Laura, we're going to be doing that call. I would encourage you to have 5 guests on that Zoom. All right. Why? Because there's never been a better time to take action than now. Right. It's called the law of diminishing intent. Right. When we intend to win, the idea strikes us, but if we don't take action, that emotion is going to be lost. So I would say, hey, make sure all day long before 1 o'clock, we're promoting, getting everybody on that Zoom. Obviously, you want to qualify for the 3X promotion. Obviously, right now, before pay period deadline, you want to get that done. Obviously, you want to qualify for the focus group, right? Get yourself to manager, and then obviously qualify 10 people for the focus group. Get on that team leader game plan, and then managers and hire. Make sure you get your 10 customers to unlock your extra 5% Riman dollars. So this moment in time, it's never going to be recreated again. I can tell you right now, this moment in time, it's never going to be duplicated again. The excitement's at an all-time high. We're going to get this recording. I know everyone's like, man, this guy talks so fast. But guess what? I'm trying to save you guys some time because I went through this slower. I would have took a lot longer. But a lot of information today. Hopefully this information made sense to you, and hopefully you're ready to run and make it happen with each and every one of us. So let's go all out, massive action. Let's make it happen. God bless all of you. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Let's make it happen. We'll see each and every one of you at the top. Let's make it happen, everybody.